Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tides of Death. How are you guys doing today?
Fantastic.
Excellent. Nick?
Yep, doing good. Yeah, doing good. I've got a few more days in work, then I'm off for a week. It's my birthday. It's pretty
Congratulations. How old will
Not
you be
today,
turning?
Oh, I will be 33, unfortunately. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
It's
You know, I
one
never
third of your
understood-
lifespan.
When people used to complain about getting old, it never really bothered me, like getting old. But the last one or two have really sort of struck home as like, it's on the wrong side of 30 now. It's really catching up with me.
You're on the early side of 30.
Yeah.
You got 2 more years before you can start feeling sorry for yourself.
You
man.
think? Okay, I'll make the most of them then. All right.
I turned 35 in a week and change.
Oh,
That's getting
shit.
up there. It's
Well, you
halfway
don't
to
look a
40.
day over 34.
Oh, my friend. Nice. What about you, MrMouton? How's life?
Life's good. Just woke up. Not too bad. Trying to see if the artwork that I purchased can be written off. Be very awesome. So we'll see.
If it's displayed on stream.
That's what I'm arguing with my tax guy. I'm waiting for him to reply back.
Nice. What about you, Jan?
Pretty good. Because I have the streamer sleep schedule and usually wake up at 1 p.m., but I had an appointment today at 7:30. I did
Whoa.
not sleep, and then after my 7:30 appointment, I went to sleep, and then I woke up like 2 hours ago.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're rested then.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Right on. So, first off, does anyone have any pirate facts or seafaring facts for us?
I do actually.
I do not.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Yeah. What do we got?
So, this is almost more like a physics fact. But I didn't actually know this. I learned about this recently. So when you think about it, right? A sailboat going downwind, right? You would expect that the sailboat can only go as fast as the wind can carry it, as the highest wind speed, right? Downwind. So if you were like on the boat and you were to let a balloon go in the wind, you would expect to never be able to outpace that balloon.
Correct.
But it actually turns out the way that sailboats are constructed, because of physics, if you go not exactly downwind but at an angle to the wind, because of the shape of the sail and the shape of the hull and everything, this creates lift on your boat, meaning that at the angle to the wind, the boat is actually able to go faster than wind speed. And it turns out if you keep changing angles, you can actually outpace the balloon that is going downwind.
This sounds super fucking sketch. There's no way.
We'll link you the
There's
video.
no way.
There's like
It's
3
true.
videos on this.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's many videos on flat Earth too. Are you saying that they're correct? I
Yes.
don't.
Yeah, but Veritasium doesn't do flat Earth videos, okay?
Yeah.
Even if you create
Does he?
lift, you're not going to increase speed. You'll just decrease drag. I could buy it if you wanted to say that, you know, the sails are 100 feet up and so the wind is faster above sea 100 feet up than at like actual sea level itself. I would buy that, but how do you make wind push you faster than its own force allows?
It's like the complicated physics example is you imagine the wind as a solid object, and
Yeah.
like if you're pushing something at an angle, but the angle is really, really acute to the solid object, the object will go really fast if you push it with enough force, because like it's going to progress along the incline really quickly. If you get me?
Yeah.
If your angle of attack is just right, you'll get a huge push.
Oh.
Okay, I think I see what you're saying. If you're going with the wind and the wind pushes you 100 feet in, 1 second or whatever, you would go 100 feet. But if you've got a slight angle, you're going 100 feet forward, but then you're also going like 10 feet sideways, so that your actual hypotenuse of your triangle is going to be like 103 feet. And then if you can somehow tack back and forth, your linear velocity will be greater than the direction of the wind. Sort of. That is fascinating.
On average, you'll be slightly faster than the wind in one direction.
Well, why don't you take 5% experience for this mind-altering fact?
Nice.
Completely changing the way I think about boats.
Alright.
Sweet Jesus and apple pie. What have you done, Jan? What have you done?
Have I destroyed the one?
I planned all my ship speeds according to, normal wind speed. It's fine. I'll make it work. Excellent.
Okay, so 5% of what I'm
Missing.
missing for the next
of the level that you're in. So if you're level 3, then
Yes.
whatever the experience from 3 to 4 is, you take 5% of that. So what is your current level?
I'm level 3.
So
Must
to
be
get-
almost level 4.
I think so, yeah.
So to go from level 3 to level 4 as a warrior
4,000,
requires 4,000. So you take 5% of 4,000, which would be what, 200?
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Plus
So
10%,
go up
so
to-
220.
220.
So I get to 7,572.
Ooh, so close.
I got some pirate facts too now.
Oh, I was thinking just one per session, but I'm down to do another one. Let's
Well,
see what
okay,
you got.
If you say if it's a lot, all right.
No,
This
no,
is
no,
like
yeah, let's
multiple
do it.
pirate facts all in one, but related to the concept of earrings.
Okay.
Earrings, yeah. Okay, so pirates or sailors used to wear earrings for numbers of reasons, right? One of them was that they'd have some like worth to them, so that if they were killed at sea, the money could be used to send their bodies back to the family.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
If they
It's
were
like
ever
pimps and
washed
rings.
ashore, yeah, they'd engrave the name of their hometown on the earring, so that you found their body on the shore or something like that, they'd know where to send the body to. Sometimes they'd like put wax on them, so that when they were firing the cannons, they could be used as like earplugs. So they'd like plug them into their ears and then fire the cannon without like damaging their ears. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's great. Why don't you also take 5%?
So both classes. I will.
Yeah. All right. So, pirate facts down. Let's take a look at where we left off. You were on Sulphur Island. You were in the keep. You have killed the undead lord of the keep, who has been haunting these grounds, and spent a couple days resting, or at least one day resting. From the towers of the keep, you can look down all the way across the island, and you can see where your boat is docked on the edge of the pier. And one of these days, while you're resting, in fact, the very next day after you wake up from the last engagement, you
so
can
we get
see...
or we get a health?
You fought last night, so no HP.
Got it.
Yeah, so Captain Winters is still unconscious, but the rest of you will see that tied up figure that you had bound in the boat has managed to escape him, free himself somehow this morning, and has gotten up and is getting off the boat and looking around and trying to figure out where the hell he is.
I completely forgot we had that guy. I had no fucking idea.
He's been on that boat for a couple of days now, just chilling. And he's finally
I'll be
free.
honest, I thought we threw him overboard. I thought like we just dropped him.
He was definitely still there.
Okay, well,
We just
that's pull it not my fucking problem. Good luck.
wait. So you guys like? I know I'm unconscious, but are you seeing him out the window or something? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, we're just seeing him out the window.
Maybe you can distract a couple skeletons from us, am I right?
So should we do something about that guy?
I mean, what's he gonna do?
Nah.
Gets off the boat and starts walking up the pier, looking around. And from this distance, it's hard to make out the details, but you can see him like cupping his hands to his mouth as if he's shouting.
Oh no,
I just give them a shake of the head and go back to my books.
he's gonna bring the skeletons to the pier.
Surely he's just shouting for help, right? Like he's confused. He's. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But once they rip him apart, and we wait a couple more days, they're probably gonna leave. No.
Hold on, I'm thinking. Can I like get his attention over here to make him like run towards us or run away? No, I don't think I can.
It's a pretty
No
far
spell
distance, right? It's like a half mile, quarter mile, something like that.
I was gonna see if I could like cast light and like cover it and uncover it and be like, make it
And do some sort of signal.
signal. I imagine that's what they would use in this world, as like a light signal of some form. Like a semaphore.
Absolutely. Lanterns, bullseye lanterns that have a hood on them. You open and close them, and you light signal to each other. Totally a way of communicating.
Yeah, and this guy was on a boat, right? So he's probably familiar with some sort of like long
Yeah.
distance signaling.
I probably have no idea how to do that though. In the
Right. Light signaling is usually used at nighttime. During the daytime, ships run flags up their mast, and then there are, a dozen flags or something, a couple dozen flags, and each one has its own meaning. And then, there's multiple meanings of the flags put together. You sailors would know how to communicate with flags.
I'm just gonna sit down beside Noah and say, "Yep, it's not our problem."
All right, well then, let's make some rolls. Because sure enough, he attracts the undead. And when he sees the skeletons, he runs. He runs back in the direction of the ship. But as we discussed earlier, the skeletons are fast once they're up and moving.
I hope they get him before he manages to try and run
Oh my
away.
god.
I'll like cheer them on from the window. This is like very entertaining to me.
He runs down the dock. One of the skeletons manages to catch up to him.
I bet Archie 5 silver that he gets away.
I'll take the bet. Yeah.
Right, the guy runs down the dock. A skeleton catches up to him. The man grabs a belaying pin off of the side of your boat and will wield it as a club against the skeleton. They both roll for initiative. The skeleton goes first, makes a slash at him with an axe, strikes the poor sailor with it for 2 points of damage. The sailor has 8 HP, so he survives the blow. He turns around with the belaying pin with a natural 20 on the skeleton head.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, this guy's a god. What
For
Still big
10
mind, baby.
damage, shattering the
Nice.
skeleton into pieces. Drops the belaying pin, grabs the skiff on your longboat, tosses it over, throws himself in, and paddles away on the tiny boat that was on your big boat. Now,
only
he's,
5
you know what?
silver, Archie.
he still has to survive the seas out here, which is not easy to do in that little rowboat. He may never make it to land. He certainly doesn't know where he is, but he gets away.
He's
He
still
earned
got
that.
boats.
I hope he got away.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Fair play, I suppose.
All right, I'll
What?
remove 5 silver from my character sheet.
Wait, little question though, Neal.
Yeah,
This guy was unconscious, right?
yeah.
Shouldn't he be on 1 HP?
He was unconscious for a while. His wounds were bound, and then he was just like tied up in the
Just chilling.
base of your ship. So he had
What was his name?
recovered
We would've
a few
talked to
HP.
Just want to give the man who escaped a name.
So I can find him.
His
We'll
name
find
was
him again in the
Book.
future, and he'll have like an eye patch and a wooden leg and be like level 12. Be like a pirate lord.
I remember you. You took me in your ship. Owe my whole life to you. Thank you, mateys.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, we shaved John Winter's legs while he's asleep for ceremony sake.
So unnecessary.
It's a good luck charm.
Good luck charm. I do it with my dagger.
Great.
Um,
And you guys can kick it for 3 days until John wakes up.
yeah. Is sulfur pretty rare now?
It is.
I'm just wondering.
Sure, yeah,
like, I
it's
should
in
just
the.
get some now.
It's in the difference in that area between uncommon and rare. It's certainly not easily findable, but when you do find it, you can find it in large sources.
Yeah.
So
Can I go to like the? There should be sulfur inside the keep somewhere, right? Sulfur at.
yeah, you've got days here. So as you search around, you do find a barrel filled with sulfur.
I'm gonna take, I don't know, 10 pounds of sulfur into a bag. How much can I get? It doesn't really matter.
You can the barrel is about yay big. The barrel and all the sulfur together probably weighs like 30 pounds. If you wanted to just take out the sulfur and put it in a different container, that is definitely doable. And there are bags and other things lying around. The keep is old, but not so old that leather bags have rotted into nothingness. So you can fill up a leather bag with 10 pounds of sulfur.
I just chewed on a little bit.
Does that not stink?
Yes, it smells atrocious.
I'd like to search and keep for carpentry tools.
And you will find them. This is a fully functional keep. The occupants may be dead, the food might be bad, the water might be bad, but the other supplies and tools are still intact. You can find hammers, nails, saws, planers, whatever you need.
Can I just add that as like a general thing in my or
We
how would
can.
I add this to my character sheet? Yeah.
For now, we can just... Because it's going to be too much weight for you to just carry on your back. You know, you're going to be adding lots of like awkwardly shaped things. So you're going to need some method of transportation. And then once we put it on the boat, it'll just be on the boat. And then once you get back to your base, we'll just say like it has the carpentry tools necessary. But you got to find a way to get it to the boat past the undead.
Okay. I'll just. I'm assuming it was probably not stored in something for transportation. Right? It was probably just like lying around.
Right. It's like the hammers and saws are like hung up on the wall. There's like a box of nails. That's pretty easy to transport. You know, the planer is resting over in a corner on a table.
I'll just chuck it all into like a chest for now, I think.
Could we like carry it all between us, or we would need it?
Certainly. It's not the weight that's a problem, it's the awkwardness of the item. So if you have a chest, which you guys can find lying about, or a barrel that you can just empty, you could toss all the tools in there and then roll it or carry it between you guys to the boat.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Great. Well, a few days pass. You guys can
Wait,
do these sorts of
I wanna
objects or whatever
research.
else.
I'm gonna research the beacon spell.
And by research, you mean learn?
Oh wait, don't I already have that?
I think you already have it.
No, I don't. I do not. Nope. Yeah, I guess research. I mean learn. Sorry. Fuck. Let me make sure I didn't roll on this already. I'm gonna scroll up. I need to note this somewhere on the character sheet. We can skip ahead, and I'm just gonna be.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think it's not in my notes that you've tried the beacon spell.
Okay.
So 3 days pass. Captain Winters wakes up.
Is my voice like all croaky? Because I've been strangled to death. Oh my god.
You haven't
can't
had any
keep that up.
water.
I can't keep that up, but I speak with a raspy voice. Wow. What happened?
I'll be on his side as he wakes up and immediately put his hat back on his head.
Thank you, Archie. You're a good lad.
There must always be a captain of the ship.
That thing. Did you kill it?
We killed it.
Actually,
Magic Man burned it to the ground somehow.
yeah. For once, he made himself useful in combat.
Job Norum.
I'm a genius.
I
Knew
did
you were
punch it
better
pretty
than they
hard.
said. Yeah. Good. Well, I guess all that's left to do is get back to the boat and look for the buried treasure. I mean, the sunken treasure.
I'll tell John about the guy who got away with our boat.
Hey, what?
And I'll tell like it's a really funny story.
He stole our boat?
The skiff.
Yeah.
Whoa, so our actual boat's still out there?
I'd take a look.
Oh, yeah.
It's there.
Okay, well, that's okay.
I won 5 silver on that though.
Good job.
What do you want me to roll for research? 1d100 and then it's on a 70 or lower, I think. Is there an 85% chance to learn? It's out of my...
Yes, sounds correct. Do it.
Yeah, I'm rolling low. Oh, we're good.
Nice. You learn beacon.
1d3? 2d3? It's a second level spell?
It's a second level spell, so 2d2.
3d2. Takes me 4 days.
1,
Nice
2.
work.
So you're still researching it today, while these guys are doing their stuff.
Are we getting XP by the way?
We will do XP once you guys are in a safe place. If you're gonna run around the island for a little bit, then we'll wait until you're off the island and resting somewhere.
We're not
Just,
going to
I
run
mean,
around the
it's
island.
pretty safe here, though, isn't it?
Can we just be here for a few more days?
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to heal up. I think while I'm here... In fact, no, I'll just ask Archie to do it, because I'm in bed. Archie, you know, when I was walking around here, before that thing attacked us, There's all sorts of stuff in this keep. We should stock up on supplies. You know, you're always going on about hammers and nails. Probably find that here. Maybe we can find a shovel. Probably need to dig up some treasure at some point.
There are.
I already got a few carpentry tools, but yeah.
Oh, nice. Good. Good. Yeah, let's find a shovel. We should get some more rope.
You can find shovels, you can find ropes, you can find fishing rods, whatever you need. And I mentioned the fishing rods because I don't think you guys brought a lot in the way of rations with you to the keep. I think most of your food is on the boat. And since you're just chilling for days on end, I think you can feed yourself by fishing off the end of the keep. So we can kind of hand wave rations for the time that you're here, but it won't be enough to like stockpile anything.
Yeah.
But how many days pass and how many heals do we get? I meant to ask.
You've all gained 3 HP.
Okay, someone more.
Okay.
Can I get some blessed leather castings done on this trip as well?
Oh, yeah, my armor's gone.
Because I have to give armor out again.
Yeah, I'll spend some time. But while I'm doing it, I want to confront Norum about him talking about my god. So I'll hand over the blessed leather. I'll be like, all right, listen. I know you heard me say his name, but I don't think you should say it because those things out there, I think I'm one of them, but just for not the white prince. So I think if you say his name too many times, things are gonna go badly for you. Just don't say his name too many times, okay?
Give you an inquisitive look and a nod? Sure. Usually people are proud of their gods, you know? They scream their names in the streets.
That would be wonderful, all right? I've been dropped in a situation that I have no capacity to understand or comprehend. If you can help me, I would appreciate it. But please don't say his name out loud, because it will royally get me fucked.
I nod. I take the blessed leather. I cast 2 castings of armor. So Winters and Sail both get armor back to 10.
Excellent.
This spell of yours, it's great.
I cast 1 more on Archie. I was at full. So I'm taking 3 blessed leather off, and you probably gave me 5? Or how many can you make in a day?
I think I can do 4 in a day, I think, if I dedicate myself to it.
Can you dedicate 2 days of it? So we can get 8?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. After those 2 days, I'll have 6 blessed leather still.
Yep.
And
And there's plenty of leather to be found in the keep for your supplies. Sorry to interrupt.
When he leaves and walks far enough away, Nilram will just go. He'll just be like, Rohi, 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 Rohi. Like in a quiet tone.
You bastard. I should have tried to intimidate
It's
you.
like a kid would, you know, when he learns a word that he can't say.
That's funny. I think I struggled to get to my feet a couple of times and wander around the keep a little bit, trying to recover my strength. But upon struggling, I think maybe it's worth staying here another couple of days. I could do with resting a bit longer. Do we have food?
And nod to, I would assume, Archie fishing out the window.
Yeah, I'll be fishing.
Okay, good. You think there's anything else on this island, or we should just move on?
I only think, Captain Winters, that there is that store of massive treasure outside of the keep, and I'll point to the window
Yeah.
that he threw out here.
I remember. That thing, was that the Lord?
I nod. I'll hand you, I don't think you'll want to read it, but if you're curious because you're going to be recovering, I'll hand you the Kaiser family book. You can pour through it if you'd like.
I think I will read it, because I'm stuck in bed and there's nothing else to do, right? So
Yeah.
I'll probably read it. Yeah, so I'll spend a few days reading through that. I guess I get a feeling for the keep. Maybe getting into it, I sort of wander around late at night on my own, checking out places in the keep that I mentioned in the story. Just getting a feel for it.
You can tell that the family here was definitely a big fish in a small pond. The wealth that they have, or it seems to have, the impression you get of their finances is one of substantial means, but not so great that they were able to like play on the world stage. You know, biggish fish here.
Does the book, does the Lord talk about in his diary about the decision of like starting to throw coins out the window or throwing the chest out the window? Because there was some confusion as to whether he like dumped it all or if he was just like throwing a few coins out.
No, the decision is spelled out. Day 150 of the siege. The undead are here. And using flags, they signal to the boat in the harbor that they are willing to, what's the word? Not parley, but surrender. And the boat comes back, you know, we're not taking your surrender. And the family says, well, we will give you our wealth if you will let us surrender. And apparently the boat replies they accept these conditions. And the treasure chests were lowered down onto the White Prince's boats below. And then they took the treasure and just sailed back out into the water and waited for them to die.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Bastards.
I think I cursed myself reading that part of the book. Shit. No, get over here. Look at this. They gave the treasure and they gave it to the White Prince. It's all for nothing, and I like close the book and like throw it down on the floor.
I'll pick the book up and dust it off and put it back in my bag. Well, it's not all for nothing. I'll show him my sack of sulfur. I'm sure it stinks up the room.
God, it's horrible. What is that? Rotten eggs?
I don't know. It'll be useful for casting spells in the future. It's kind of hard to get it. So, probably going to take this and the barrel of it back to home base whenever we go.
Can we keep it outside the bedrooms, please?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Also, I just had a thought. You know the way, you know the White Prince, he can like track magical items with some kind of spell, you said?
Mhm.
What if he has like a connection of some kind with the, what are they called, Oathbound? Was that right, Captain Winters?
Yeah. Oathbound. That's what it says.
What if he knows when they, I don't know, activate and knows that someone is here?
Probably wouldn't know someone's here. He just knows that they're activated, but I don't think that he would have that. I could be wrong. You would know more about this than anyone. You're the cleric.
Have you been keeping an eye on these things? Have they stopped at all?
They just
Do they
show
go
up.
lying down, or are they still walking around?
Are they lying down?
I haven't. Yeah, good question.
Most of them are lying down. You still see a few shuffling through the streets and near the wall. It looks like the ones that you woke up are still kind of walking about. Some of them have slowed instead of like their quick, jerky skeleton movements. Now it's more like a...
You know, we can't be the first people to turn up here on this island and wake those things up. I'm sure he's not going to send ships of men every time somebody docks on this godforsaken place.
Isn't that weird, a cleric of a stare lying that way?
You know, a cleric of a stare should keep their word. Absolutely. So does that mean to you that the clerics on the boat are somehow false or otherwise? Or does that tell you something else? What does that information give you?
It might lead me to like the White Prince using the cleric of the stare as like a guise when he serves another, but I don't know.
This White Prince is a phony. A fraud.
He
That's
might
what
be.
I've been saying this whole time.
Sale, you're not wrong. This guy seems like a straight-up idiot. I never really heard of him before. You know, I'd come to this place once or twice over the years, but I always thought he sounded kind of boring, but seems there's more to this guy than we thought. None of it good, though. Still, I mean, stealing from him and the old moral compass there when it comes to our stalls being judged. We stole a few things from this White Prince, you know, maybe it's not so bad.
Hey, I'm up for stealing a few things, a little bit of chaos, and Maybe in a bit of vengeance for Nilram, because did you say you grew up here?
Grew up on one of the inner islands. He'll say, like, hoidily. You know, one of the fancier
Oh.
ones, one of the better ones.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. So you might have some contacts then. Although you left when you were a kid, so maybe not. But surely he made you leave, right?
My
Or
parents
something?
might still be there. I'm not sure, though.
You think they'd want to hear from you?
Who wouldn't,
Maybe a note.
Mr. Winters?
No, I don't know. I'm asking. You leave on good terms?
Yeah, my parents sent me off because the White Prince was recruiting me into his wizard legion, but they thought I too bright, and that he might fear my intellect. As cringe as it sounds.
That is quite cringe.
Yeah.
Says a lot about his wizards. And we shouldn't be too worried.
I think a new god with a fedora was just born on the celestial plane.
No one need to worry about a 14 int wizard.
That's true, yeah. All right, so what do you think then? Nilram sailed. You spoke to your god at all? Is there anything else on this place, or should we just get out?
I
Only
give
thing you
Sail a
told me.
look.
I'll look back at him like, don't. I'll say, he told me that this is just where evidence of the White Prince's crimes are, and that there's a little bit of treasure around. I read an omen. There's not much, but there is a little.
Oh, well, it was those 10 gold coins on the windowsill. You think that's what he meant? Maybe this rope?
More so, we probably won't find like the treasure chest, but we might find trinkets, silver, scattered coins, things like that. Then again, omens aren't the most reliable thing in the world. Could be that we're literally sitting on the dragon's hoard. Imagine.
Oh, really?
I think we just
On,
get off this island. I'll point at the books, the wealth of knowledge I've received, and we either head to a new one or we head back to drop some of this stuff off.
Well, we could head back and check out the island we skipped. On the way. Or you think it's not safe here yet?
No, I
You
think
think
it's
it's
probably
going
not
to be
safe.
safe now? It's been like a day, right?
Yeah. Like a week,
No.
Like 3 days?
week or two.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I mean,
Long enough for this.
I say
Go
we
ahead.
head back to the first island. We go see.
You know, we could sail past it. We could check the docks. We'd be able to recognize the White Prince's men. They stay on their ships, right? We could see the flags. See if it's safe.
Absolutely. Not only
Did,
that, but surely there's
sorry.
cloth or something here we can use to give our ship a new identity.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe make a flag.
I'd
Kind
say
of
we,
flag.
I'd say maybe like a white fist on a red cloth.
You don't think
know
we
about
should
what-
wave the White Prince's flag?
I don't know,
No.
just Archie has punched so many things to death that I feel like that should be our symbol.
Yeah,
I
sure.
agree.
What you usually
But,
do is you use their flag until the last minute when you're about to board them, and then you raise your flag so they know they're in the ship.
Yeah, that's a good call, actually. But, I don't know how I feel about flying the White Prince's flag. Won't all their ships be registered, and they'll have beacons and clerics and all this sort of
Yeah,
stuff?
maybe.
Yeah, I don't think we should fly the White Prince's flag.
We might be able to find some sort
Might
of
draw
other-
more attention to us than.
What do like merchants and that fly?
I don't know.
No, we would
actually.
know this, right?
No, might.
Most
think back to-
merchants
yeah.
need not fly a flag. You just don't need
I
one.
just don't fly a flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
You
we
wouldn't
don't
even
need a
like
flag.
fly a flag of like the home island you're from, or
You can, but it's not necessary. If you fly a flag, you're essentially saying, like, I am involved with this group, and that can be useful and important sometimes. But for your everyday person who just owns a private boat, you don't necessarily have to fly a flag. You know, some people don't even have an island that they're home to. They're just like constantly going around trading and whatnot. But if you were like a ship of a specific house, you would have to fly their flags. You know, if you are of a specific, like a certain company of large enough standing, you would have to fly that company's flag. Yada, yada, yada. So
Yeah, I thought there might be like, oh, you're registered with this island, so this is like how you say.
Sort of. There is a strict registration system for all ships. You'll see that the boat that you have has like registration documents tucked in a little cubby on it somewhere. And they are well written out. They have every single port that you've ever arrived at. There's like the name of the port, the person who checked you in, the time that you arrived, like all of this very crucial detail. And it has the name of the ship on it. It has, you know, the name of the captain, and it has every single like changing of owner from one to the other. And Nilrum, actually, I think Nilrum and all of you that have been through these islands before, you would have understood that the process of changing ownership of a boat from one person to another does involve a certain amount of like sending information out to other ships. So like you would register with an inquisitor on an island, they would write letters and send those letters off to other islands, and then if you dock at a place before they've received the registration update, they like assume you're stealing the ship and will hold you prisoner until the registration arrives. So re-registering a boat is a very difficult thing that has a lot of like rules and regulation and infrastructure around it, which is going to be a problem because you're on a stolen boat. So if you show up in port, like even if you change the name on the boat, if you show up in port, you're going to get wrecked. At best, you could show up with like, we don't have our registration, and then you're going to be jailed for not having your registration, right? That's the sort of rigorous, bureaucratic assholes these people are. It's a nightmare. If you don't have your papers, straight to jail.
We can't even really go to the other island, though. Right? We'll just be arrested. So
Yeah.
we dock there.
We'd have to dock somewhere on like the backside or something.
Yeah.
Well, we could pretend to be Nightingale's boat, like unless that's already an alert put out on it.
I would assume your boat gets stolen. You put an alert.
Yeah.
Well,
Man, that's gonna sound like an insane forgery quest to try and get a boat registered, like legitimately.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to work out how to do that.
That will be a problem. But you're right, Captain Winter. That's only if you land in port. You're supposed to land in port, and if you don't, you're in trouble with the law as well. But like, you know, if you're far enough away from the port, you can put in, drop some people off, and take off without being caught. That's the smuggling route that you can go. So you can do this shit, but it'll flag you by anyone that sees you.
Yeah.
But it's still better than landing in port. So
To just go back to the conversation. While you guys are wandering around the keep, do you find like a war room or something like that? There's got to be a map of these islands somewhere in this castle.
There's a war room somewhere. We'll take him to it.
Because we need like if we can find a map and like a compass, you know, probably not a spyglass, but there's loads of seafaring stuff that we could find that would be a massive help. That they might have in a keep. What you said.
so there is a map of the island.
Nice.
If you've cleared the cache recently on your browser,
Islands.
go ahead.
A map of the island or a map of the
Of
Dardanelles?
this island of Sulphur Island. Here's
There's no-
a quick snapshot of it. You'll see that you guys are on the point of that's in like the lower right hand corner. Maybe I'll find a way to put it on stream too. And
There's no map of the Dardanelles.
no, there's no greater map of the Dardanelles. But you've seen the map of the Dardanelles. It's essentially the White
Flag,
Prince's
yeah.
flag. Yeah, it's the 60 islands on the outside, the 12 in the middle,
Yeah.
and the 5 below
I get
inside
that,
that.
though. But when we were sailing away from the first island,
Mm-hmm.
we were basically guessing as to where we were going because we didn't have a map. So those things must exist. Like, you know, the other ships must have maps.
Like a complete map that lists every single island.
Or like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's navigation charts. I don't know what it would be, but something to help you.
Such
navigate
things
the
are
seas.
probably out there, definitely.
Not in
yes.
this keep though.
Not in this keep.
What about a compass or a spyglass or anything like that?
Ooh, let's see. No on the compass.
Yes, on the spyglass.
The spyglass is here, but the lens is cracked.
Cool.
So you have
All right,
most of a spyglass. You could just need to go to like a lens crafter to make it.
all right, writing that down. Spyglass,
Correct.
crack lens. Cool. Is that way one?
Yes. Wait, 1.
I say we either go back to home base or we go to the next island. I don't think we should double back to the island that we just skipped.
I think we should stop by home base to get some XP, right?
Well,
I
we
don't
can
think we
here.
we don't need to go home to get XP right now.
No.
No, you just need
I
to
guess
be in
not.
some place where you can rest and relax for a while, where there's no threat of danger.
Yeah, we're doing that here.
Cool. So we can kick it here for a few more days, and let's do
Yeah,
experience.
a few more days. Wait, is there any chance that we can be getting more than 1 HP a day here? Like, we might not have herbs, but we do have a proficient healer. Does he have, like, bandages and
If you
things?
have a proficient
We have
healer and
bandages.
get full bed rest, you can get 2 HP per day.
So have I been getting 2 per day, then? So
No,
basically
because when you're
spent a lot.
unconscious, you just get 1 regardless. When you're
Okay.
below 0. Yeah.
What, from today? Yeah.
But from today on, everyone can get 2 per day. In fact, the rest of you who gained 3 could actually have gained 6 if you're getting full bed rest. Nilrum is doing... You can study from bed, I suppose.
I'm already max HP. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
So Sail can get the extra 3 HP. So I say
Yeah,
we
I'll
do
take it.
3 more days here. That'll get me to 7 out of 14. What do you think?
Sounds good. We could also maybe find some
Let's
herbs
just-
to speed you
Let's
up a
just
bit.
get you max. Fuck it.
Yeah. You just want to wait? All right,
We have
cool.
literally no reason. Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't
All
got
right,
a
we'll
timeline.
just spend basically a week here then, Neil.
Great.
As long as we're okay with food and water.
Yep.
When I'm, if I'm a permitted like 1 walk around the keep per day, I look if in the book there's any mention of like secret exits or hidey holes. Like, does he mention like, the secret exit here is good, but I can't go because it's being guarded, or there's monsters there, or something? Like, does he talk about ways to escape his keep?
No.
I want to read through the book, and I'm reading through the Kaiser family book, not the diary of like the last steps or whatever. I want to see what they trade and what like the local islands around them trade to them. So if he talks about like, oh well, 40 years ago we traded with this neighboring island and they traded us diamonds because they're like a diamond island. I kind of want to figure out like the local islands by that.
Economy stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Let's see. So there in the book there is a mention of another town fairly nearby that also trades in sulfur. It's on an island called Vulcan Point, and the town is called Sulphur Springs, and that is 2 islands further counterclockwise, 2 islands south of where you are. Let's see, what else do they mention? They mention the next major port along the way is Oaktown and then Port Ferris. But you know there's 1 island between you and Oaktown and Port Ferris, but that island does not come up anywhere in the book. You've sailed past this one without really stopping at it or seeing it, and it's never mentioned. The island, that would be in the direction that you've come from. In the direction that you were going, the next island is... is mentioned as being a fairly gentle place that they like to the people, the family of Sulphur Island, the Kaiser family, likes to vacation there. It's kind of a bitch to get to because you either have to go against the current, which means spending your time on like a long ship like yours, which isn't exactly the most protected and comfortable journey, especially for like well-to-do folks, or you have to go all the way around the outer ring, which takes about a month. So they're not super excited to get there, but when you're there, it's like this big open rural pasture lands that doesn't have the same sort of jungly effect that this place has. And they enjoy hanging out near one of these slow moving rivers where the air is fresh and nice without that like ever present scent of sulfur. They will also mention Summerland, which is an island somewhere, you know, it's near the north side of the Dardanelles, is a place that they've been. They go to Port Augustus there. The only thing that you would know about Summerland from their description is that there's a large mountain called Mount Solstice that you can see from Port Augustus, and that there is this like deep, dark forest between Port Augustus and Mount Solstice, and there's like a big, massive wall separating the peninsula upon which Port Augustus is from the big, dark, nasty forest. Then there's a town or an island that is primarily composed of dwarves. They do a lot of salt mining and agriculture, called Kolgoria. And the other island that is directly mentioned in here is Alba Island, which is mentioned as a potential safe place. Like, if we can escape the White Prince, we might be able to make our way to Alba Island. I know the Baron there, he'll put us up. No one would ever want to, like, search for us on Alba Island because it's so hard to get to in such a dangerous place. I don't even know if the White Prince would want his men to go find us there.
Seems like we want to go to Alba Island.
Well, we didn't have any connections there.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I kind of look like the son of, what's his name? Hold on, I got his name written down. Of, well, the Kaiser family. What was the father's name? You gave it to me last time, but you said it was like, Sir Shithead or something.
Sir Kaiser family.
Just the most recent one.
Yeah, I don't have his name written down. I just have Lord and Lady Kaiser.
Can it be Bob?
It cannot be Bob.
It can be Billy.
Absolutely cannot be Bob or Billy.
Well, I need a name.
I will give.
I feel like Billy Kaiser has like a good ring to it. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fine.
Herman
Herman's
Kaiser.
a good name. Nice strong name.
Sure. Herman Kaiser.
There you go.
Okay. What if I just pose as his son? Say my
Easy.
pops died. We got all these things. We've just been hiding out on Sulphur Island.
That seems like more trouble than it's worth. What are we going to
very
do on
least,
this
it's-
Alba Island?
At the very
already got
least,
a
it
place
seems
to
like a
live.
way to get rid of to be away from the White Prince. It seems like they're not very fond of him. It's up to you, Captain.
I don't think impersonating him is a good idea. Listen, just impersonating someone, it's harder than it seems. I'm not sure you're up to it.
For the last
you need to
7
know
days,
about
even
the
knocked out,
person.
I've been poring over these books. I probably know almost everything about the Kaiser family.
These
I would
people,
say
they
I'm
knew
well
them.
studied. That's right, they did.
Yeah, it's too
And I'll
dangerous,
point to the
you know?
diary. I intimately know him too. Some would probably say better than himself.
Well, we'll sit on it for now. We'll talk about it if we ever go there.
All right, let's go to the Calm Island to the north of here. Is that chill by you? Where they like to summer
south. Yeah, one
the
more
south.
island south.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what we're gonna find, but
I
why
just don't
not?
think we're gonna find anything going back either.
yeah. And something that you said, Neal, in that kind of confused me though. You said there was like, I want to say Oaktown, but I'm just thinking that because of something else. Was it Oaktown? What was
It's
the other
Oaktown.
island that was? Oh, it is Oaktown. We only passed one island between Port Ferris and here. Is that island Oaktown?
Yes. There
what is
is
this-
another
what is
island
this
that you
other
guys.
island?
Your
Okay.
direction got a little bit confused, and you ended up sailing too far east, and then you went south.
we had to turn it
so you
in,
must have
yeah.
missed an island with your many days out at sea.
Yes. All right. Well,
Let's go to the Calm Island.
my voice is
Sure.
better now. It's been a week.
During that week, can I spend a little bit of time with? I'll ask winners, Captain. Can we spend like
Yes,
half an
sir.
hour a day practicing, practicing my reading?
Yes, of course we can. Of course we can. Yeah, come over. I'm reading the diary now. We'll read it together.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
And I'll sit with Sale on the bed, and I'll, read.
Oh yeah, I
passages
hand him a
and
kid's
have
book as well. There was kids' books in the library. So.
Oh, there was? Okay, well, we do that then. I mean, I make a sincere attempt to help Sale learn to read.
I don't know that that's an insult, so I'll be very grateful. Thank you so much, Neil.
Well, no, it's probably a good idea, right?
Oh, I
It's
thought he
kids'
was just
book.
throwing shade at me, saying like, "Oh,
He
look at
probably
this
is,
guy, he
but,
can't
you know,
read."
it's probably still a good idea. I sort of help you. That's fine. That's cool.
Excellent. Well, a week here. You guys are rested. You want to head counterclockwise still on the Dardanelles map. So, I guess you guys got to get to your boat.
Quick question.
Gotta get
I
XP
want to
first, then.
have
Oh,
yeah,
right.
XP first,
Oh, right.
and
So
then
that's
I
what
want
I
to
was
have
doing.
studied intimately the Kaiser family book, 18 int, and
Yeah, you've had 4 days to study the book because you spent the other 4 days in magical study.
spell research.
Give me an intelligence check.
I'll give you an intelligence check. Didn't this happen like
Oh.
80 years ago? So isn't Nilram a little bit too young to be impersonating the guy's son?
Yes.
Yeah, no one will figure that out. His grandson, bro. Okay,
Okay, it's grandson.
come on, man.
Long lost son of the Kaiser family. Seems like
And
that
then
would
on
be a
the
good
boat,
plan.
when we're heading over, I want to read the entire diary.
Can do.
All right, I'm back on my feet. I've got my hat with my fancy feather that I pulled out of the lady's wardrobe.
Hold on, we're getting XP.
Yeah. I've got my spyglass. Even though it's cracked when I'm on the boat, I'm still gonna look through it just to look cool. That's a guarantee right there.
Okay. So the revenant that you killed was worth reasonable amount of experience. Then you also hacked your way through a bunch of undead. Yeah. You have learned something about the history of this place and of the Dardennes and of the White Prince. You've sort of got an idea of the raw force that this person is willing to use to overcome their enemies. And it's-
Idea: killing the revenant with fire, running down.
oh yeah,
there, you know.
yeah.
I don't know if you want to add for that.
Yeah, I'll add some extra for clever murder of the revenant.
There you go, boys.
I think that is going to be it, and we're going to divide between 4 players. So, is there anything else? Oh, there should be some role-playing experience thrown in here as well, because you guys did some pretty good. I mean, I know it was mostly a combat session, but there was some nice RP between you guys in this process. So let's add another this, and everyone can take home 1,025 experience points.
And if you have 16 in your main stat, it's 10%, is it?
Yes, it is. Then it'll be 1127.
1,025, yeah.
Yes.
$2K from leveling, boys.
Right. Well,
I think I level up at 8,000, right?
Yeah, that should have leveled you.
yes.
I think I just leveled 2, actually.
Excellent. Okay, well, let's do our leveling right now, and then we'll take a break. And when we come back from our break, we will fight our way through the undead, or however else you can manage to do it. Get to your ship and set sail for this pleasant farming town just one island away.
Yeah,
Don't forget your drum.
good idea.
So, who wants to be the first one to roll hit points for their level up?
What do I
Max
roll?
D10?
Max.
Archie will roll a
D10 plus your
D10.
con mod.
Yeah.
I believe.
We need big number. Okay, that's good.
Better than average.
Yeah. And that is at another 3 as well because of your 17 cons. So that should be 9 more HP max.
Holy shit.
He's a big guy.
Yeah.
I didn't think I've rolled
For you.
6 HP on a roll in maybe like 2 years.
He's whinging again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And yet,
Wait, I was
somehow
not
you
thinking,
do
yeah.
so well. It's almost like you don't need the hit points,
Don't
Greenzer.
flatter me, Neal. I get knocked out in every fucking fight.
And yet you're still the captain?
I'm still a captain, yeah.
I mean, you're doing well.
It feels
All
like
right.
when a kid's throwing a tantrum.
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
know.
you're still a big boy.
Literally exactly that.
You're not helping. All right, Sail. You're rolling a 1d8 plus 2 for hit points.
I'm ready. This is max roll. No.
You already have a massive HP, so
Yeah,
That's good though.
you're
another
I wanna
6
be
for
huge.
you.
31. You're as much as HP as my level 10 guy.
Jeez.
Is there anything else I get out of leveling up? Any kind of skill?
You're gonna get a +1 to hit. So on your combat tab, there's like a red box on the far right side with a big hit adjust at the top. The from level box should go to 1 more for you. It should be 3 by now.
From level... Yes. Okay.
Yeah, because you get a bonus to hit for equal to your level -1 as a fighter.
Got it.
Oh, I forget.
And Sail, you hit level 4?
4, yeah. I got 1 more of each spell level of 1 and 2. And
Nice.
I don't know the others if I get.
You also get another +1 to hit, I believe.
Nice. There is a place to check it out, and I found it.
Don't
before, I
pirates
can't
go up in
remember.
+2s now? Or is that
+2.
It is +2 every 3 levels. I like to dole it out, you know, +0, +1, +1, +0, +1, +1. It just works. Makes a little bit more sense to me. But if you want to do it in bursts, you could do it in bursts.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. So your hit
So
adjust should be
where-
at 2. It's on the right side in a red box on your combat tab. Right above your weapons.
2. Okay, I put
There
it.
you go.
Got it.
Perfect. And also, let's check saving throws. Saving throws might go up. Warrior saves do not. Priest saves do. So your saving throws are on that same combat tab. They're on the left side, though.
Yep.
And the first one should be a 9 now. The second should be a 13. Paralyzation and poison. No, petrification or whatever should be 12.
They're actually higher than that currently.
Oh, they
like
want to go
13.
down. Down is good.
Oh, down is good. So
Yeah, because you want to
9.
roll that or higher to succeed. Yeah, so it should go
Gotcha.
9, 13, 12, 15, 14.
Awesome.
Yeah.
5% better.
In fact, yes, they're all exactly 5% better. Good job on the math.
Hell yeah, D20.
Okay. So spells for you. Both of you had attack bonuses. Saving throws for you. Experience. The cleric might get a non-weapon proficiency. Or a weapon proficiency, I mean.
What level is it? 4?
4?
I don't.
Yeah, you get another weapon proficiency slot. So this, if you spend on any given weapon, will allow you to make attacks without penalties. Otherwise, you attack at -2, or you could spend it on like a style to like get some other advantage in some other particular way, shape, or form. You have a rapier and a spear proficiency only. So you could pick up some other weapon that you might find useful. Club is always nice because anything can become an improvised club, you know?
Yeah, table leg, whatever.
Right, tree branch, another player, if you're big enough or they're small enough.
Specialization is another thing you do. Like I can specialize into a weapon, or is that a fighter?
You can get expertise in a weapon, but you can only get it in one weapon, and then it'll give you an extra attack every other round with that.
Yes, but then again, it comes down to the thing of specialize in rapiers, and then you find like the Giga Club of slaying.
Exactly. So it's sort of a gamble.
Are you sure that clerics can get expertise? Are we sure about that?
Oh, maybe not.
I don't think they can, but we have done it in the past, though.
Oh, you might be right. Let's see.
I think it's only non-fighters, isn't it? Non-single class fighters and like rangers and paladins. I thought.
Expertise can be learned by paladins, rangers, and multi-classed fighters. You're right. You're right.
Damn it.
You cannot get expertise.
Well, you don't already have it, so. I mean, that's a
Makes
good
your decision
advantage.
easier.
The fighter cleric thing in Tomb of Scoria is good for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighter cleric is the best class.
Yeah. I was looking at that. It looks so good. You get the extra attack, you get the power, you get everything.
Yeah. So whenever you want, whenever you find a weapon that you want to use, you don't have to spend it right now. Let us know, and we will get you that weapon expertise proficiency. We'll get you a proficiency in the weapon.
Awesome. And can I spend it on? Is that only a character creation? You can spend it on non-weapon proficiencies.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect. I'm all sorted.
All right, then. We're going to take our first break, and we will be back on the other side with a little bit of more Tides of Death. Bye-bye.